This week, to be closer to China. China is now embarking on an unprecedented initiative to master artificial intelligence, AI. In 2017, China's State Council issued the Next Generation Artificial Intelligence Development Plan, setting a goal for China to become a global AI innovation center by 2030. Why has China made AI a national priority?
After we get the industry very established, then I believe the economy will have a new field to move on and to boost.
What are keys for future AI development?
If we want to make the machine more intelligent, we definitely need to working on natural language processing.
Must AI be a win-lose competition? Or can different countries work together to provide a better future for humankind?
它不是一个国家可以去去垄断，也不是一个国家可以把所有的这样的这种应用跟场景所需要的这个技术都可以cover 住的。
This week, be closer to China. Artificial intelligence, AI, is heralded as transformational for humankind. Some even say AI will disrupt industries and societies, even alter powers among nations. Conceived in literature and philosophy, AI was founded as a field in the late 1950s in the U.S. One of AI's founders, the late Marvin Minsky of MIT, a friend, told me how the founders saw the right vision, though they were overly optimistic in their forecasts. Ray Kurzweil, whom I also know, famously celebrates the singularity when non-biological intelligences vastly exceed human intelligence. Conversely, some scientists fear that AI could literally take over the world with uncertain, even dire consequences for humanity. While the United States continues to dominate AI, China's ambition is to become a leader in AI. Some say the leader. In July 2017, China's State Council issued its muscular guideline, the Next Generation Artificial Intelligence Developing Plan, envisioning China as a global innovation center by 2030. Large tech companies such as Tencent and IFlytech are boosting the nation's rise. Why has China made AI a national priority? Which AI areas and industries are targeted? What are China's competitive advantages, disadvantages? Because AI means much to China, AI means much to closer to China.
Good morning, sir.
The film I, Robot, which was released in 2004, depicts the world of 2035, where robots have become a regular feature of people's daily lives. In the movie, Detective Del Spooner had a little conversation with the robot Sonny.
Just a machine, an imitation of life. Can a robot write a symphony? Can a robot turn a canvas into a beautiful masterpiece? Can you?
Even now, in 2018, artificial intelligence, AI, is already able to defeat world champions in chess and Go, diagnose diseases, and even compose songs and create art. This is a Shanghai factory producing aircraft components. Through the dim blue light, one can see robotic arms working on the assembly line. Now, from automated assembly lines to facial recognition and virtual reality, artificial intelligence is being used everywhere, becoming deeply intertwined with our lives. AI promises to bring about profound industrial and consumer revolutions. To discern the state of China's AI development, I interviewed Dr. Jia Jiaya, distinguished scientist of Tencent's Youtu Lab in Shanghai. Give us a brief introduction to Tencent's Youtu Lab. What are its primary technologies and applications?
Youtu is the translation of Chinese Youtu. Youtu means perfect image. So from this name, you can realize that actually we are trying to make, initially, we try to make our images and pictures better. And with this kind of goals or objective, then we begin to establish and grow our team. And this team now becomes the core AI team in Tencent. And we have different focuses. We are focusing on the human technology, say everything about a human face, face recognition, face beautification, face enhancement, face manipulation, and also we do a lot on the pose estimation. We know how from a single image we're able to estimate what we can understand what this person is doing. So also we have the content AI. Content AI means because social network, we try to understand more about the news. So whether this news should have a better picture, and whether this picture will catch the eyes of the users. And this is the content AI. Also, we have the medical AI. We invest a lot on the medical things.
What's the application of computer vision in healthcare and medicine? What's U2's lab's current strategy in technology breakthroughs in healthcare and medicine? How do you project future technological breakthroughs? Which areas?
In terms of the healthcare and medicine, for example, the cancer detection. When we take a CT, we do a CT scan or MR scan, we get this information. So generally, in the hospital, there will be some doctor, radiology doctor, to check whether there will be some problems about lung cancer. And this is costly and requires very experienced doctor to check whether this is the real bad case or this is just false alarm. And now we are developing the AI technology to automatically detect in the very early stage to detect whether this is the lung nodule or this is just a normal thing, just normal disease. So other than that, so our team, U2 team, is collaborating with the MIIN. MIIN is the National Open Platform for Medical AI. So we are getting more and more medicine treatment online and we have already get in touch and get contact with more than 100 different top hospitals in China. We put our technology on more than 50 different hospitals to verify whether it works or not. And in the next stage, we will focus more even on the blood vessel problems and brain problems, and these are also common things, common diseases in China, and we hope that our technology will do better to help the doctor to get early detection of all the disease and then conquer, at least save more lives. And this is our healthcare and the medical AI. Not only the healthcare and the medicine. Actually, we have a number of areas, and these are really positive for the society. For example, we have a system, so working together with the government, and this system is to find those lost persons or missing persons. So then, for example, because they are old, sometimes when an old person gets lost in the city, it's very hard to find him or her. So we have such a system getting online. So whenever people find homeless, and he can just take a picture, and this picture will upload to the system for matching, for our very high accuracy matching. And once we get a matching, so we will get a result, say whether this is one missing person we want to retrieve, then we will give the result to the policeman, and policeman will get this the old man back to his or her home. This is something we already put online. So this is something really useful to give the positive energies to society and make our society better. And also, in the technology level, we have the face verification, we have face matching. We also have the cross-age, the face matching. Say, for example, give you an example, say some kids are, they become homeless when they are young. But after 5 or 10 years, is there any chance for us to still find out that this is the kids we want to find and missing 10 years ago? And this is called the cross-age face verification. Now we have pretty good technology working on that thing, and we, based on our model, so we train our system So we're able to do this.
I also speak with Wei Si, Vice President of IFlytech's Research Institute. IFlytech is a Chinese AI company that applies deep learning in a range of fields, such as speech recognition, natural language processing, machine translation, and the like. Its voice recognition technology is now everywhere in China.
欢迎来科大讯飞，我来自讯飞研究院，负责语音识别方面的研究。
Welcome to IFlytech. I come from IFlytech Research Institute, responsible for the research of voice recognition.
Speech recognition is an important test bed for artificial intelligence, and it's been developing rapidly in China and abroad. How can IFlytech stand out?
We are working on the speech recognition for more than 20 years. So from 1999, we began to do speech recognition. And in the past 20 years, and during the 2006, deep learning outperformed all of the algorithms in the speech recognition system. So we are the very few first teams to working on the deep learning. And in 2011, we deployed the first deep learning-based system and get very good result. And in 2014, we are the very few first teams to working on the recurrent neural networks and using recurrent neural networks to replace the original MLP networks. And in 2016, we're working on the convolutional neural network to replace the recurrent neural network. We are all the very few first teams to working on all these algorithms. So nowadays we are working on the encoder-decoder based speech recognition system, and that will make the system more accuracy than the conventional hybrid HMM-GMM system. And nowadays we are working on the unsupervised learning method to help the system to learn from our unlabeled data, and this is very important, especially for the low-resourced speech recognition system. So you can see that we are working on all these problems for more than 20 years, and we got a very huge team for that problem. So that makes our team very powerful.
What's IFlytech's strategy? Its key categories, results?
So we are working on various aspects of artificial intelligence, including the TTS, ASR, which means automatic speech recognition, and natural language processing, and handwriting recognition, and image recognition, and computer vision. So you can see that we're working on almost every aspect of artificial intelligence. For example, we are working on for the hospital, we developed a system that can read the CT images to tell whether there is a tumor of the lung or not. And we're also working on the education system, for example, we can evaluate the spoken English, and we can tell the student whether his pronunciation is good or not. And we can teach them to learn how to speak English. And we can analyze the exercise of the student and tell which knowledge he is not very good at, and can give them personal exercise to improve the efficiency of their learning.
Tell me something about IFlytech's Super Brain project. What are its strategies, its core technologies, its whole approach?
In 2014, we built a team named the Super Brain, and we want to solve problems with brand new ideas. And from then on, we have working on the speech recognition, and we are the first team to try to use the convolutional neural net as the acoustic models, and that's a brand new idea. And nowadays, our team are working on the unsupervised learning, and this is very important and very hard. And we have got a lot of ideas on this problem, and I believe we can solve this problem in about 1 or 2 years. And if we can solve that problem, and we can make pattern classification much more powerful for a lot of problems. And I can say unsupervised learning will change the framework of the pattern recognition, just like the deep learning.
The U.S. still leads the world in artificial intelligence research, but over the last few years, China has made great progress. Does China have the potential to surpass the U.S. and become the world leader in AI? Describe the state of AI in China. Compare AI in China with AI in the U.S. What are China's advantages, disadvantages in technologies, talent, and applications?
I believe my understanding about the stage or the current status of the Chinese AI industry is the world top two. So in the era of AI, especially in these few years, we notice the Chinese development in this aspect is so amazingly quick. And not only we have the many startups working on AI technologies and the products and the transfer information, but also we have the big companies like the Tencent. They quickly catch up. So I will say in the future, I think we also have, so in terms of AI, then the information, and we are able to do not only comparable to the Western, the U.S. society, but I believe we will do better. We can do better. There are three factors. First of all, we have talents. So we have many talents. We have now, if we go to the major companies, and we found that the Chinese employees are more than those from Europe and the U.S. now for those technical companies. And we also have the applications. We have so many applications, as I told you. We have applications of financing. We have education. So everything could be leveraged to a new level to use the techniques to do better.
We are very happy to be a Chinese, because we can do a lot of research. Even in a very, very, very narrow research direction, you can find a huge market. So at the same time, we have very brilliant students that can do research.
What does AI mean for China?
AI, I will say, is a great chance to upgrade our industry. I believe after we get the industry very, very established, then I believe the economy will have a new fuel to move on and to boost. Then not only the big companies, small companies are more and more getting into this area, and old and traditional areas such as the manufacturing, such as the machine generation, or even you can imagine, so next stage will be we will have more intelligent home devices and probably intelligent medical treatment and everything, and we have a chance. So I just hope we can grasp the chance in this really good stage and try to do better.
What are some keys for the future of AI development?
Natural language processing. So I can say machine need to know how to manipulate the abstract signal, just like the language. Language is very abstract, and they can represent a lot of information. So it's very important and very difficult for the machine to do that. But if we want to make the machine more intelligent, we definitely need to working on natural language processing. Yeah.
Innovation is the core of China's 13th five-year plan, 2016 to 2020, and it's the first of President Xi Jinping's 5 major development concepts. China's intent is to become an innovation nation by 2020, an international leader in innovation by 2030, and a world powerhouse in scientific and technological innovation by 2050. In July 2017, China State Council issued the Next Generation Artificial Intelligence Development Plan. setting a goal of becoming a global AI innovation center by 2030. By that time, core AI industries should generate output value expected to surpass 1 trillion yuan, or about $150 billion per year. The State Council urged the training of more AI professionals, stating that the government will invest in qualified AI projects as well as encourage private capital investment. To get a better understanding of China's planning of AI development, I interview Xu Bo, the president of the Institute of Automation, Chinese Academy of Sciences. This optimization of university, academics, research institutes, market-driven enterprises, government, is a system that really many countries use in different forms or another. But why is there increasing concern in the world for China's system, as though China's system is outside the boundaries of fairness because of the very high level of government support? What's the basis for that argument?
I
think in high-tech areas such as AI, it is the same for every country at the beginning of development, where the government invests a lot. As far as I know, in China's AI field, investment from the market and the investment community is much higher than investment from the government. I think this is a very critical milestone, as it indicates a stage where technology can already be well applied. Therefore, the fact is, the most important part of AI, for instance, the technologies of AI chips, receive the majority of their funding from the investment community, with very limited investment from the government. We can also see from many national plans that government investment only plays the so-called role of guidance, which only seeks to signify or highlight the importance of this area of development. The country places hope on its future market, and we need society to pay attention. In the case of AI, I guess you are also aware of the development planning for a new generation of artificial intelligence issued last year by the State Council, which, according to my information, has only received very limited investment from the government. We haven't seen excessive government funding yet. However, its signal is quite strong. That is, as the era for AI draws near, how should we ensure it attracts more attention from the various levels of government, enterprises, and research institutions, including universities? And how should we integrate different businesses together? I often say that the most important role of a plan is to make people from the originally disconnected traditional industries aware of the economic benefits of advanced technology. This symbolizes hope, like the first sunshine of the day. With such a signal released by the country for guidance, it is beneficial for more in-depth integration of industry and technology.
In China, there is a great effort to use video surveillance equipment throughout the country, which will bring about a safer country. What is the responsibility of the state to balance privacy of an individual with the security of the country?
I think there are many problems with AI, but its very existence is to bring to society technologies that benefit people. Therefore, the surveillance system widely used in China is a typical example. We have figures that show a significant decrease in the crime rate with the application of video surveillance. This is very positive news. People may feel safer going out at night. So, with such technology, we can indeed turn our society into a safer place. There are many issues involving privacy. Huge amounts of data are recorded, some of which are irrelevant to criminality and therefore should be protected for people's privacy. I think this is indeed an issue that needs to be balanced. We say AI is still going through its initial stage of development, and we should evaluate its impact on the society in the long run. Therefore, in the beginning, we should pay more attention to the negative impacts of the AI technology in application, just as we should closely observe the value it brings to society. we should also continuously make discoveries and conclusions to balance the technology's negative impact on harming data privacy. I think we need a mechanism that features constant trials, discoveries, and improvements.
Is it the case that because AI is a natural technological development when a country's economy and technology reaches a certain level, that all countries will be developing AI, each in their own specific environment, so that ultimately each will contribute to the benefit of the world? Is that an optimistic argument, or is AI truly a win-lose competition among different countries?
AI is a natural result as we move from automation, information-based development to intelligent development with a higher level of socio-economic growth and IT application. Thanks to a lot of information-based development and data accumulation, we have a lot of connections between industries. One task for AI is how to upgrade these data to a higher level so as to replace and expand human intelligence. Therefore, from my point of view, the direction that China's AI is heading for and the strategy it has proposed is a natural result of IT development. I think as each country develops its own AI based on its own economic conditions, they should each tailor their plan according to actual economic conditions and focus on their unique characteristics. Under the right conditions, we would find AI everywhere in society, permeating each corner and every industry across the world where everybody uses AI. In our history, we have never witnessed changes on such a grand scale before. No country can ever monopolize this area, and no country can cover all the technologies needed for different sets of scenarios. To conclude, I think it will develop towards common prosperity with technology sharing. It is not hard for us to imagine how AI can be unveiled across the world with lower cost and greater convenience to benefit the society and the public. That said, this goal calls for concerted global efforts.
Artificial intelligence, AI, has hit its tipping point. It cannot be stopped. Some say AI has become a kind of battleground between China and the U.S. 6 factors drive China's AI strategy: a robust data ecosystem, adoption in traditional industries, creation of new industries, specialized talent, education and training systems, and ethical and legal consensus. In AI, China has advantages of government leadership, recruiting national resources, huge user base, mega project velocity, and ultimately, the world's largest economy. The U.S. has advantages of first mover, top universities, diversity of researchers, venture capital ecosystem, openness and transparency, and greater freedoms. All seek breakthroughs in big data intelligence, deep machine learning, brain-like computing, multimedia computing, human-machine hybrid intelligence, swarm intelligence, expert systems, even quantum intelligent computing. AI will be a major driver of industrial upgrading, consumer marketing, healthcare, education, smart cities, agriculture, and of course, defense. At the same time, AI raises complex ethical, legal, social, and security questions, from threatening human jobs to autonomous war machines. So why should AI be a win-lose competition? Perhaps it's not so much China versus the U.S., but humans versus machines. Shouldn't China and the U.S. be partners, not adversaries, to assure that AI serves humanity and not the reverse? That's closer to China.